Okay. Welcome everyone to Thrive and Not Just Survive group tonight. My name is Lauren and I'm going to be the group facilitator tonight. This is an open group for people with chronic illness or medical illnesses or people with loved ones that have them. An open group which that just means anyone can join. It's not a closed group. So you can bring support ones, you can bring loved ones throughout this group. I want to commend all of you for coming tonight. I know it can be scary, especially coming to a group first time and meeting new people. First, before we get into group, I want to go over some rules and expectations that we're going to set for this group session. So, the first one I want to talk about is we need to be respectful to other people. The second one is I want to take turns talking. So, it's a little bit hard over Zoom, I recognize. And so, if you know how to use the raise hand feature, you can do that, or you can just wait till someone's done talking. It's a little hard over Zoom, so we just got to be patient with each other and just in case we interrupt each other. Um, the third one is I want everyone to be able to ask each other if they're open to feedback, meaning if you have a suggestion for someone, you can ask, like, let's say, hey, so and so, the person's name, are you open to suggestion, right? When they're talking about something or constructive feedback, we don't want to just give it to them because they might not be in the space to receive that. The fourth one is I ask that you guys all participate to the best of your abilities. And so I know each week can be different and some weeks are harder than others. And so if that just means showing up and giving a few comments, if that's your best, that's all I ask of you guys. The fifth rule is pretty important, confidentiality. So whatever's said in this group stays in this group. You can't go talking about it to other people. And then the sixth one, I want to have a safe place to share. And so that means not like I said, kind of going back to the number one rule, being respectful, not talking over each other, right? And not being rude or anything like that. So I also want this to be a collaborative process. I don't want me just talking at you guys this whole time. So does anyone have any other rules that they want to implement into this group so we can make it sure everyone feels comfortable? Or do those all
I
sound?
wanted to be at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays.
Yeah. I mean, if we're okay with that, I'm not sure if we can change the group time, but if maybe at the end we could talk and see if we want to change the group time. But earlier, is it a little late for you, Amber?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we can move it till a little earlier time. We could talk about that. So thanks for bringing that up. Anything else?
I think we have plenty of rules, it sounds like.
Okay. So also I want to make sure to make this clear if we're not following these expectations or rules, I think the first time you can be given a warning and the second time I'll be ask you guys to leave just because you guys are here voluntarily, right? And we want you guys to get as much out of group as possible. And so if we're not being respectful to one another, then I will ask you guys to leave. Does that sound okay to everyone?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. So, like I said, this is the first session, so I kind of want to break the ice and get to know everyone. And so, if we first, I kind of want to go around and just state your name and what you want to get out of group and one fun fact about yourself, right? So, Braden, if we can start with you.
Yeah, so I'm Braden. What I want to get out of the group, I guess, is just learn how to be more social and come out of my shell a little more. And yeah, and then what else did you say? Just a fun fact?
Yeah.
Uh, I like to mountain bike. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Braden. Amber, you want to go next?
My name's Amber. I want to learn how to deal with my illness better and be able to be out and be social and not homesick with it. And I like to camp.
Awesome. Thanks, Amber. Holly, you want to go?
Yeah, my name is Holly, and um, I guess I've been told by people that I need to be more empathetic, so I guess that's what I should probably get out of this. And fun fact, I like to do crafts.
Awesome. Thanks, Holly. And you want to introduce us to your friend next to you?
I'll let him
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, my name is Rich, and um, I'm struggling with arthritis, so I need to get up and move a little bit. So if you see me getting up, it's to flex my joints and whatnot. So, but anyway, fun fact is I like to fly fish, I like to catch trout on the river.
Awesome. Thanks, Rich. Thanks everyone for introducing themselves. I appreciate it. And like I said, it is an open group, so we might have more members come right throughout the weeks, and we'll just ask them to introduce. And if they want to get to know you, we can get to know each other after group, just so we can stay on top. I kind of want to give you guys an outline of what the next kind of groups are going to look like, right? So you can know what to look forward to, right? To come to like questions, and so we can talk about it. Like I said, it's a collaborative process, and so this first week is just kind of a get to know you, like I said. The next week, we're going to go over the grief cycle and kind of what that looks like in regards to chronic illness, and kind of go over some different coping skills, ask people what they have used in the past, what they want to try. The next group, we're going to use creative outlets. So we're going to learn how to express ourselves through different means of art. The third group, we're going to go over a DBT skill called mindfulness, and we're going to practice with that. It's a little bit hard over Zoom, so we're going to be creative with that one. The next week, we're going to invite you guys to bring your support people if you have it, if you want, like, or slash caregivers, right? If you have a caregiver, if you want to bring your caregiver to group and have them support you and kind of help like teach them different things that work for you, that can be great. If not, you can just come also. That's going to be then the last week is going to be wrapping up and sharing what we got from group and some of our goals. So that's kind of the outline, the brief outline. Does anyone have any questions about what that's going to look like?
No.
Okay. Also, I just want to remind everyone to minimize distractions. I know it's hard over Zoom because, you have a lot of other distractions, but you get what you put into group, right? You get out what you put in a group. And so I encourage you guys to all be focused. And so this next question I'm going to ask you guys is a little out there. There's going to be two parts. So the first one is if you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? So I'll start. If I had to eat one meal for the rest of my life, I'd probably eat pasta because I like pasta. It's hard though. But yeah, I'd probably go with pasta. Braden, let's go to you.
Yeah, I'd probably choose steak. It's good food, yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Amber, you want to go?
I agree with Braden.
Steak too?
Yep.
Yeah, why steak for you?
Yummy. Mashed potatoes and gravy on the side, though.
Yeah.
Can we have two things?
I mean, you could count that, right? You could put it in all one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's a meal. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Rich, you want to go?
Yeah, I would get ribeye steak, put some sauteed mushrooms on top of it, and that's what I'd have every day. That one, the nice Diet Mountain Dew.
So yeah, we have three group members that like steak. That's one thing in common. Holly, you gonna say steak or you gonna say something else?
I don't know. I don't really like this question because I feel like, depending on your mood, you can't really pick just one thing. But I guess I would say pizza because you can at least change the toppings.
Yeah. So if you say it depends on your mood, what would you say your mood is right now?
I don't know. It's all right.
So all right, what does one meal look like for you? All right. You said pizza, but what would
Yeah.
you say all right? Pizza too?
If I was feeling all right when I pick pizza,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
Toppings,
pepperoni.
pepperoni.
Okay. Thanks everyone for sharing. That's just kind of like I know some of these can be abstract questions, and so I do encourage you, if you don't like the questions as well, you can bring questions to group that you'd like to ask. Some of these, like I said, are abstract. If you want just more to the point, get to know you questions, you can bring a list and we can go over that as well. And
I'll bring questions next time.
okay, yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Holly.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So more of a serious one. This is another question. Also, I encourage you guys, if you need to take a break during this, you please take a break, right? If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like things are coming up for you with these questions, I encourage you to take a break because we want this to be a safe place, like I said, and right, and we want people to feel comfortable sharing. So with this one, it's what have you thought about recently that sounded really serious at the time, but now makes you chuckle? So I know that's kind of a long question, and so I can repeat it. What's a thought you had recently that sounded really serious at the time, but now it makes you chuckle. So I know I'm asking you these on the spot. So for example, we're talking about chronic illness, right? I think an example is, oh, let's say I had a flare up of whatever my chronic illness is, and I thought I would never be able to do this again, right? And obviously, that's black or white thinking. I'm in a hard moment. Another example is I'm tired, right? Chronic illness, a lot of times fatigue accompanies chronic illness. So, oh, I'm tired, so I'm going to cancel with my friends, and I'm overthinking it all night because I feel bad that I canceled with my friends, and it actually wasn't a big deal because they totally understand that I have a chronic illness and they didn't think twice about it, but I thought about it all night. So then you kind of think, wow, that was really silly that I thought about that and lost sleep over that kind of thing. Does that make sense? Does anyone have questions about the question I'm asking?
Mm,
This,
I'm just struggling to think of something.
No, it's okay. You think, Holly, you seem a little lost. Do you need more clarification on the question?
no, I think I understand it.
Okay. Do you want to start us off then?
No, someone else can go.
Okay. Do you want to popcorn to someone else?
What does that mean?
Pick someone else so I don't have to pick.
Oh, yeah, Rich.
I just still just struggling.
I know.
Um, clarify what kind of question? What kind of question do you have? Did you have?
Yeah, do
Sorry.
you just want me to repeat it? No, you're totally
Yeah.
fine.
Just repeat it.
Yeah. What's a thought you had recently that sounded really serious at the time, but now makes you chuckle? And it can be about anything or it can be in regards to your chronic illness, just kind of open.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on this one. I can't think of anything right now.
I'm gonna popcorn to Amber if Amber's ready.
Well, if you're not answering, I'm not answering.
Oh, Brayden?
I don't know. It's a tough question. You all seem pretty stubborn about it, so I guess I can start so we can get a move on. But I guess just like Lauren said with the chronic illness thing, sometimes you're just tired and you cancel. And I think a lot of people kind of don't understand that, so they might take offense into it. And that's kind of what the part I overthink on. And so just when I'm depressed some days, I just don't want to go out and I'll tell people that and I worry about it. But at the end of the day, they come to support me and usually come over anyways, and it turns out to be better. So yeah, it's just funny to look at it that way sometimes. So yeah.
Thanks, Braden. I appreciate you sharing. If you guys are okay, I'm kind of going to pause to this right now and see what's coming up for people because I can, obviously we're not in person and I can see some tension arising. So, Amber, you kind of seem like you asked or you responded to Holly, and since she's not answering, I'm not answering. So, I kind of wanted to ask you what was coming up for you in that moment and what you're feeling.
Well, if they're not going to share, I don't want to share.
Yeah, well, that's
Yep.
fair. Okay, I get that. Holly, how are you? What's going on for you right now?
Well, yeah, I guess I was just being stubborn and didn't really want to open up, but I kind of agree with what Brayden said, I guess, that like I get really bad migraines and lots of times I don't want to spend time with people that I love and I think that like they're never going to forgive me or be upset with me, but usually it's not a big deal and they just move on. And so yeah, I appreciate what Brayden said. It kind of helped me think of something.
Yeah. Thanks, Holly.
It's just hard to be vulnerable with
Yeah.
people.
It is, right? And like this is the first time you're meeting these people, so I totally understand, right? It's hard, and I think too, these are kind of silly questions, and right, and I think it's totally appropriate to say you don't feel comfortable sharing yet, right? Instead of right, like things coming up for you, you can just say, hey, I'm not comfortable yet sharing that, but I can share this, right? Or kind of meet in the middle ground, right? Or pass, or like someone said, hey, Braden can go first. I want to hear what he kind of has to say. Also, going back to what Rich was saying, I can't think of anything, right? Which is also a totally fair response as well. So I just want to make sure we're feeling comfortable and not have the environment of I'm not sharing, so no one's sharing kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Rich. Did you think of anything? If not, that's totally fine.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Okay, we're gonna put a pause. That's the end.
We don't have to
That's
act
it?
anymore.
No, that's it. Yeah, I think, yeah. Well,
Did it go okay for you?
what?
Do you
We
guys
need to
have-
redo